The hallway had always been straight. That was its purpose. But sometime in the winter of 78, guests began reporting a curve that wasn't there the night before. The motel's blueprints showed no structural changes, no renovations, no settling. Yet the corridor began to bend first by a few degrees, then by several more. Staff described the sensation of walking through it as leaning into a turn that didn't exist. The spiral, as it came to be called, wasn't a thing. It was an influence, and it was patient. And the strangest part wasn't the bend itself, but how quickly everyone adjusted to it, as if the hallway had always been waiting to reveal its true shape. In March of 79, a guest named Harold Lenton checked in for one night and stayed for 12. He claimed the hallway was rotating, not bending, turning by fractions of degrees each day. He measured it obsessively, documenting angles that shouldn't have been possible without tearing the building apart. His final note reads, "It's not the hallway that's moving, it's the space around it." Harold checked out at 3:12 a.m. Without returning his key, his room was left exactly as he abandoned it, except for one detail. Every spiral he drew pointed toward the same location, and in the margins of his last page, he wrote a single unfinished sentence. "If it completes the turn, the rest of the building will have to follow." Room 118 predates the motel. It was part of the original structure, built decades before the rest of the wings were added. The spiral seems anchored here, as though the room is a fixed point in a shifting map. Engineers found no structural anomalies, no drafts, no magnetic fields, yet every object inside the room leans toward the bowed wall. The motel's founder wrote only one line about 118 in his ledger, never let it settle. Whatever he meant, he didn't explain, and the room hasn't settled since. By 1983, the hallway had curved enough that guests complained of motion sickness. The spiral wasn't accelerating, it was maturing, completing something. Staff reported seeing shadows move in circular paths. Objects drifted. The air itself seemed to rotate. And then, one night, the bend stopped. Not because it resolved, but because it reached its final angle. The motel didn't collapse. It didn't crack. It simply accepted the new geometry. The spiral had finished bending the hallway, and whatever it was preparing for remains undocumented. Room 67.